Leading businesses, leading communities. Presented by the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce in partnership with Insight. Sponsored by St. Elizabeth Healthcare and hosted by the President of the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, Steve Stevens.
Welcome to Leading Businesses, Leading Communities. This program is produced in partnership with Insight and made possible through the sponsorship of St. Elizabeth Healthcare. St. Elizabeth brings the best thinking from around the globe right here to Northern Kentucky, because the human specialists at St. Elizabeth Healthcare believe that each person in our community should have access to world-class care throughout every stage of life. St. Elizabeth Healthcare, the best of what's human and humanly possible. The Northern Kentucky Chamber involves our members in the top local business, civic, and community priorities. Our economy is driven by businesses of all types and sizes. This program showcases 3 leading businesses that are members of our Chamber to help you get to know our business community better. Our first guest today is Dr. Joshua Justice, an ophthalmologist with Dr. Charles Breen's office. Did you know that there are 2 different types of eye doctors? If you're like the majority of the public, I'm guessing you didn't realize there is such a huge difference. While ophthalmologist and optometrist look like similar words and may often appear to be the same thing, these eye care professionals' roles are quite different. Ophthalmologists are medical doctors with specialized training to diagnose and treat all diseases of the eye. Ophthalmologists are responsible for your total eye care, and they offer services that include regular eye care and vision services, including eye exams, surgical eye care, including refractive surgery, cataracts, macular degeneration, and glaucoma, medical eye care, including glaucoma, chemical burns, and dry eye disease and injury prevention services. We look forward to learning more from Dr. Justice. Today, we'd like to welcome a new segment to Leading Businesses, Leading Communities. Many of our local businesses have questions about legal and financial issues facing their companies. Sometimes the answers are as simple as knowing who to call and how to get started. 3 chamber members, accountants, Von Lehman and Company, investment advisors, Robert W. Baird and Company, and the law firm of Gradenhead will join us on a regular basis to help identify issues facing business and help clarify how best to address them. Our third guest is Carson Castleman, Regional Dean with the Indiana Wesleyan University. Indiana Wesleyan University's main campus is located in Marion, Indiana, and is home to over 3,000 students. Another 12,000 adult learners attend classes at 17 regional education centers in Indiana, Kentucky, and Ohio, as well as online degree programs. At the Florence Education Center, a wide array of undergraduate and graduate programs are offered in business, criminal justice, the ministry, and nursing, taught by outstanding faculty. Each education center houses state-of-the-art classrooms, library resources, study rooms, computer labs, and conference rooms. Well, today on our Health and Wellness segment will be Jason Wessel, System Director of Radiology for the new Spine Center at St. Elizabeth in Florence. St. Elizabeth Healthcare is proud to introduce the region's first spine center to offer a full continuum of spinal care, from evaluation and surgery to comprehensive rehabilitation, inpatient and outpatient, in one location. The physicians and spine experts collaborate to provide a unique, multidisciplinary approach to care, and the advanced technology supports this center of excellence. The Spine Center includes an array of spine specialists working collaboratively to diagnose and treat everything from the garden variety backaches to the most severe spinal illness, injuries, and condition. Our Health and Wellness segment is sponsored by Humana, a leading healthcare company. Humana offers a wide range of insurance products and health and wellness services to help people achieve lifelong well-being. So, let's get started. Brent Cooper with C Forward and the current chair of the Board of Directors of the Chamber will lead us off by introducing us to our 3 leading Northern Kentucky businesses. So, Brent, take it away.
Thanks, Steve. Today we're meeting with Dr. Joshua Justice, an ophthalmologist with Dr. Charles Breen. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I have a couple of kids, ages 6 and 10, and my wife and I are in our 40s. You can see patients of all ages. You could basically treat our whole family.
Absolutely. We see patients of all ages, children and adults. We provide comprehensive eye care for the entire family. We perform routine examinations on infants, children, elderly patients, and the like.
Where are your locations and what are your office hours?
Well, we currently have 2 office locations where we primarily see patients. Our primary office location is at the St. Elizabeth facility in Florence on Turfway Road. We're located in the medical building attached to the hospital there. We're on the 3rd floor. We see patients there Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and we also offer extended office hours on Mondays, and you can contact the office to get those hours if needed. Also, we see patients on Tuesdays at the Covington facility, St. Elizabeth's facility there, 8:30 to 5 o'clock, and again, same services are provided at both locations.
Now, what services do your physicians provide?
Well, again, we provide comprehensive eye care for the entire family. We perform routine ocular examinations for both glasses and contact lenses. We also perform focused eye examinations for diabetes, glaucoma, and various other ocular conditions. We do perform several surgical procedures, including cataract surgery, refractive surgery, laser procedures for glaucoma and diabetes, and the latest treatments for both diabetic retinopathy and macular degeneration.
Now, you mentioned diabetes. What's the importance of obtaining an eye examination if you have diabetes?
Well, diabetes can affect the eye in several ways, and it can cause devastating visual impairment if it's not caught and treated appropriately. We recommend that diabetic patients receive an annual ocular examination to rule out any complications from their disease. The primary care physicians in the area are very good about recommending these examinations to their patients. Anything that is discovered throughout the examination for the diabetes we can treat, be it through injection therapy, laser therapy, and such.
Now, is it that way for other issues as well? I mean, do the physicians perform routine eye exams and treatments for any other issues that are discovered during an eye exam?
Absolutely. Any conditions that are discovered through the eye examination we can treat, be it either through surgical or medical treatments. We provide injections, lasers. Cataract surgery is one of the most common procedures that we perform on a regular basis. And again, in addition to prescribing glasses, contacts, and ocular medications.
Now, I've seen people with eye issues from time to time. Maybe they get an eye infection. Should they come in just in case? Is that something you guys recommend? Have you seen issues where people came in and actually caught a problem?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of times people will get, say, poked in the eye or, you know, get a scratch on the eye. At that point in time, you know, sometimes it'll heal quickly, and other times it can become infected or something similar. And we've seen some instances where people have kind of neglected that and haven't been seen, and then have to deal with a prolonged treatment course and some side effects from the condition.
Well, Dr. Justice, thank you so much for being on the show. Thanks for telling our viewers about your services, and we'll be right back after this break.
Dr. Joshua Justice, he sees it all when he looks into your eyes. He sees the potential and the improvement. He sees it all, so you can see better. Dr. Joshua Justice, joining Dr. Charles J. Breen, offering comprehensive eye care to adults and children and performing cataract surgery. Call today to schedule your appointment, 859-746-1990.
How do you get a jump on better health care? You start early. You build expertise and technology. Dedicate yourself to integrity. At St. Elizabeth, we're defining the future of health care for Northern Kentucky and beyond, because tomorrow's an opportunity, so we're starting early. Just like we did today. St. Elizabeth Healthcare, the best of what's human and humanly possible.
There have been plenty of negative headlines in recent months about declining air service at the Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport. Unfortunately, the total number of flights has declined to approximately 1/3 of the service that we once enjoyed when air service was at its peak at CVG. Still, there are some interesting and encouraging facts that you may not know about our airport, which is still considered to be one of the best in the nation. First, the airlines serving CVG today offer passengers more nonstop flights than any other airport in this region of the country, including direct international service to Paris, Toronto, and Cancun. These airlines provide direct service to 37 of the top 40 U.S. markets, offering nearly 170 daily departures to 52 nonstop cities. We remain the leader above such airports as Pittsburgh, Columbus, Indianapolis, and Louisville. Additionally, when it comes to customer service, CVG continues to bring in accolades. Our airport was named the best regional airport in North America in 2011 and ranked #1 for customer service excellence by Skytrax at the World Airport Awards. CVG was also named the #1 safest airport in America by Travel and Leisure magazine based on a statistical analysis that was conducted by the FAA. Businesses are also encouraged by the rapid growth CVG is experiencing in handling air cargo. Our airport is home to DHL's main North American hub, helping CVG become the 17th largest cargo airport in North America. This fact alone is extremely important for businesses that rely on same-day shipping and is especially critical to our international businesses located in the region. Beginning in spring 2012, all carriers will be consolidated into an updated main terminal. CVG will have additional state-of-the-art gates and facilities, providing an even better experience for passengers and airlines. Because we believe that CVG and our dynamic tri-state community is the optimal choice for airlines who may be considering expansion plans, there is currently unprecedented cooperation among many regional business and economic partners to market our airport and grow air service at CVG. Organizations like the Northern Kentucky Chamber, Cincinnati USA Regional Chamber, the Cincinnati Business Committee, Triad, and our Convention and Visitors Bureaus are all hard at work every day on this issue. While we may never reach the flight volumes that we once enjoyed when CVG was at an international hub, we are optimistic that we will experience increased air service in the near future, allowing us to once again better meet the needs of the business community and the many travelers relying on CVG. And speaking of optimism, it's easy for many of us to become mired in the negative talk that we hear about the economy. But let's shift our thinking a bit and take a look at some statistics that can give us a reality check as we begin 2012. First, did you know that our region has had a 33% faster total employment growth than the rest of the nation? One of the key drivers to this growth has been manufacturing employment, which was up 9.1% compared to only 1.9% for the rest of the country. This has helped us to have an employment rate that was 0.5% lower than the rest of the nation. That trend is expected to continue in 2012, with employment increasing by 1.4%. This increase translates into nearly 14,000 projected jobs to be added to our regional economy. Second, many business leaders are feeling better and more confident about the future. A recent article in the Business Courier shared the results of a survey of local business leaders. 86% of the respondents said that their organizations are fundamentally strong. These same leaders projected growth for their businesses in 2012, with more than 43% of them anticipating more than a 10% growth rate. And if businesses needed any more reason to be part of an organization like the Northern Kentucky Chamber, business leaders across the entire region cited that developing relationship with customers is still the key for growth, especially in economically challenging times. Among the many roles and functions we perform on behalf of business in the region, the Northern Kentucky Chamber offers many unique opportunities for networking and business development for businesses large and small. We hope you'll consider becoming part of our vibrant organization. So right now, we need to take a short break, and when we come back, stay tuned for our new business-focused segment. Don't go away.
Enhancing the economic vitality and quality of life in the community takes more than just growing businesses. It takes partnership. Business builds business. By connecting you to other business leaders, the Chamber of Commerce creates a stronger, more dynamic business climate that can make a difference in your success and your future. Join the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce today. Call 859-578-8800. Leading businesses, leading communities.
Hello, I'm Rick Robinson with the law firm of Graydon, Head & Ritchie, and welcome to the very first installment of Business Made Simple. What we're going to do with this installment is every month take a look at business issues from the legal, the accounting, and the financial advising perspective. Now, while we're doing this, we're going to point out that we're not giving professional advice. We all ask that you go with your own professional advisors, talk with them about issues that you have. And, of course, from the legal perspective, I have to say this is an advertisement. But what we're going to do is talk about those issues, and what better place to start in the first show than with how to get started. I'm joined in this segment with Mickey Fritz, who is a financial advisor with the firm of R.W. Baird, and Adam Davey, who is a CPA with Von Lehman & Company. Now, a lot of times people get hung up on where they should go first. Mickey, I've always been of the opinion that they should not go to us first, that they should go to their financial advisor first. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
All right, so somebody walks into your office, sits down, says they want to start a business. What do you talk to them about?
What is your risk? That's the first thing we're going to want to establish in this process. A lot of different factors go into what an individual's risk might be. What we really want to do is look at their overall picture and how this fits into that. If you're closer to retirement, do you have the financial stability to go through what our economy is going through right now, weathering the storm, so to speak? We want to see if this is something from a financial position that you should take on, you have the capability to take on, and what's the best way to do it. Meaning, if you have a business partner that could put up more capital, if you have a bank and get the lending from it, how that fits into what you currently have and where you currently are. Because at the end of the day, we all have the same goal. It's to get to the end. What's your end and where are you now? That's what we're trying to figure out.
Now, most people getting started always sit back next and say, do I see my accountant next? Do I see my lawyer next? Adam Davey from Von Lehman, I always like to have the accountant and the lawyer in the same room, don't you?
Yeah, I do as well. Typically, the next question that comes up is, what form of business should I be? And the answer to that question has both tax and accounting implications as well as legal aspects as well that need to be considered. The two most common that we see for small businesses are either a limited liability company or an S corporation, although there are many other forms of business as well. Deciding which form is right for them depends on many factors, some of which include the number of owners and the level of control required, the allocation of income for tax purposes, the allocation of profits to be paid out to the owners, which is of utmost importance to them, the level of legal protection required, and ultimately the tax consequences. What we like to do is sit down and go through each of those factors and then help them make a decision as to what type of entity is best for them.
And I like having the lawyer and the accountant in the room because it seems that when you do that, everybody leaves with homework assignments, knowing what they're going to do. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate you being with the very first installment of Business Made Simple. I'm Rick Robinson with Graydon Head, and I've been joined by Mickey Fritz from Baird & Company, along with Adam Davey from Von Lehman & Company. Good evening, and we will see you again next month.
With Savings Man.
Look, honey, the neighbors just bought a big screen TV.
Hey, I just got a bonus at work. Maybe we should get one too.
Hold on there.
Savings Man.
Using your bonus to secure your future by paying down debt or saving is a better way to go.
Well, I declare you're right, Savings Man.
Stay ahead by choosing to save. And don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses.
But their name is Johnson.
For more tips and tools, visit choosetosave.org today.
Where can I go to ensure economic vitality and business opportunities?
Where networking and business contacts are provided to grow my business.
Where workforce solutions are provided.
Where I can connect with others on important business issues and community needs.
To get cost-saving benefits from other businesses in the area.
Where I can publicize my business in Northern Kentucky.
Join the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, leading businesses, leading communities.
Welcome back. Right now we'll meet with Carson Castleman, who is the Associate Vice President with Indiana Wesleyan University. Carson, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
What programs does Indiana Wesleyan University have to offer?
Indiana Wesleyan University offers at the Florence location a associate's degree in business, a bachelor's degree in management, a bachelor's degree in accounting, a bachelor's degree in business administration, a bachelor's degree in marketing, and a BSN, a bachelor's degree in nursing. We also offer an MBA, a master's of business administration, and a master's of science in management.
What makes Indiana Wesleyan University different than other universities?
First and foremost, IW is a Christian university, so anyone that comes to IW is going to get a biblical view and a worldview within the context of their educational process. Yet, I think what distinctively makes us different is we are adult-centered. So we set up everything that adults come back to school one night a week. So if they're getting an associate's degree, they come one night a week for 22 months. If they get a bachelor's degree, it's one night a week for 18 months. If they get an MBA, it's one night a week for 22 months. And a Master's of Science in Management is one night a week for 18 months. In addition to that, we UPS their books to their front door so they don't have to stand in line at the bookstore to buy books. We also sign them up for each course as they go so they don't have to stand in line to register. So we make it a convenient process for the adult learner.
Now, besides the main campus, does Indiana Wesleyan University have other locations around the tri-state area?
Yes, as you said, IWU's main campus is in Marion, Indiana, which is about 45 minutes northeast of Indianapolis. But we have 18 education centers throughout Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana, recently just adding the 18th. But in this tri-state area, we have Florence, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Dayton, Lexington, and Louisville.
Now, it sounds pretty big. How big is Indiana Wesleyan University?
IWU is the largest private university in the state of Indiana with over 15,000 students. A couple years ago, we always liked to tag that we surpassed the University of Notre Dame in size. So we are the largest private university in the state of Indiana.
Yeah. Now, what's the average age of your students?
37 years of age, working female with children, but also, of course, we have a lot of men. But the average age is a 37-year-old person.
What is Indiana Wesleyan University's goal, educational goal?
Very simple. Our goal is to educate people in character, scholarship, and leadership. And therefore, once we do that, they will change the world.
Great. Now, tell our viewers how they can find out more about what Indiana Wesleyan University has to offer.
Our website is simply www.indwes.edu, or they could also call the Florence campus at 859-372-8780.
Great. Well, Carson, thank you so much for telling our viewers about the programs that Indiana Wesleyan University has to offer. And we'll be right back with our health and wellness segment.
You come seeking knowledge, and in the spirit of community, you find something more. Already determined, you discover new strengths. Uniquely gifted, you dare to make a difference. You are changed. You are changing others. And from here, you will change the world. Indiana Wesleyan University. Change your life. Change the world.
Welcome back, folks, and thanks for staying tuned to Leading Businesses, Leading Communities. Our health and wellness segment is sponsored by Humana. Humana offers a wide range of insurance products and health and wellness solutions for employers and individuals. Humana has learned that people are in better health when they're active and engaged in their social lives, their community, and their families. Humana helps people achieve lifelong well-being by offering products and programs that meet an individual's physical, social, and emotional needs. Northern Kentucky Chamber members receive preferred pricing on Humana's medical, dental, vision, and life products. Contact your health benefits broker for more information or visit humana.com. With me today is Jason Wessel, and he's the System Director of Radiology of the new St. Elizabeth Spine Center in Florence. Jason, welcome to the program. It's great to learn about another service of St. Elizabeth.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about the Spine Center. Where's it located, and when's it going to be open for business?
Well, the new comprehensive world-class Spine Center of St. Elizabeth is located on the Florence Hospital campus, and it is slated to open in late January, early February of 2012.
And what's going to make it so special?
Wow, this Spine Center is a great benefit to our patients, pulling together all of the continuum of care services related to spine all under one roof.
That's great. And when we talk about the spine, we also talk about the neck. And neck problems are going to be taken care of there too?
That is correct. Our patients will, our model is not a virtual model. Every patient will be seen and assessed by a physician for any spine pain.
And what are the kinds of procedures that are going to be performed there?
We will provide all of the continuum of care procedures, from interventional radiology to neurosurgery, physical therapy, surgery, simple spine injections.
And you have a team of professionals and physicians of all sorts that really probably range the gamut in terms of the kinds of things that they're going to do for these folks.
We do. This would not be possible without the collaboration of all of the specialty physicians involved in the spine
And what
center.
about a referral? Does a patient need a referral from another physician to be with you?
They do need a referral from their primary care physician, and if a patient doesn't have a primary care physician, we can help them with that.
And so the kinds of people that are good candidates for your facility are whom?
These are the patients that have had spine injuries or have chronic back pain.
And these folks could be folks that just have degenerative problems, or they could be people trying to be returned to work, right?
That is correct.
Injuries that have occurred on the job.
Correct.
And so you're seeing all sorts of cases that are coming in at you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know, what goes into good spine health? What do you need to do to maintain a good, healthy spine?
Well, you need to take care of your core and take care of your back and exercise frequently.
So regular exercise is always a good thing, no matter what you're trying to do. It's going to help you in a lot of ways, but it's going to also protect that important thing that's holding you upright every day, right?
Absolutely, and keep it straight.
How can folks find out more information before you open?
They can visit our website at www.stelizabeth.com, or they can call 859-212-7000.
Okay, and we've got it on the screen, so folks, make sure you take note of that. And it's another exciting service at St. Elizabeth, and a pretty broad range of things that you can get if you check out that website. Jason, it's been great to have you on the show. Thanks for being with us and teaching us a little bit more about the services of St. Elizabeth.
Thanks for having me.
Folks, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up this edition of Leading Businesses, Leading Communities. So don't go away.
When you think about it, courage is a muscle. You got to keep it strong. Build it up, because you'd be surprised what that muscle can do. At St. Elizabeth Healthcare, orthopedics is designed to return your body to where it used to be. And even better, so you can feel confident again, physically and mentally able, getting you back to the things you love. St. Elizabeth Healthcare, the best of what's human and humanly possible.
That's about all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank our guests from the business-focused segments of today's program. Dr. Joshua Justice with the Office of Dr. Charles Breen, Rick Robinson, Graydon Head, Mickey Fritz from Robert W. Baird, and Adam Davey with the Von Lehman & Company. And our third guest was Carson Castleman with Indiana Wesleyan University, and Jason Wessel of St. Elizabeth's new Spine Center for our Health and Wellness segment. Finally, we thank our title sponsor, St. Elizabeth Healthcare, and our friends right here at Insight, who co-produced this program with us. The Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce provides unique opportunities for businesses by creating a climate for growth and success. Our members make a difference by connecting to important business, civic, and community priorities through the Chamber. We invite you to have your business showcased on our show. Please contact the Chamber for more information. You can also follow us on Twitter at NKY Chamber. All businesses are invited to join the Northern Kentucky Chamber by visiting our website at www.nkychamber.com, or just call us at 859-578-8800. Thanks for watching Leading Businesses, Leading Communities. We'll see you next time.
You've been watching Leading Businesses, Leading Communities, a presentation of the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce in partnership with Insight, sponsored by St. Elizabeth Healthcare. For more information about this program or to join the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, please call 859-578-8800 or visit www.nkychamber.com.